This is the story of Rachel Amuah, age 25, a beautiful young lady who was shot dead by her supposed boyfriend, or more so someone who was just friends with benefit. It happened when she barged into his apartment while he was watching a movie and chilling with an exotic dancer. Her supposed boyfriend, Hader Rana, age 24, did not want to see her that night while he was with the exotic dancer, so he didn't pick any of the 18 missed calls he got from her, but was shocked when Rachel appeared without an invite, so he shot her out of fear, according to him. Hello and welcome to Twisted Crimes. Subscribe and hit the like button for more stories. This story will be taking us to Miami, Florida. Miami is known for its stunning beaches, vibrant nightlife, and beautiful skyline views, making it a popular tourist destination. The chance of becoming a victim of either violent or property crime in Miami is 1 in 34. Based on FBI crime data, Miami is not one of the safest communities in America. Rachel Amuah was born on July 2, 1995. She was a young beautiful lady who grew up in Bronx, New York before moving to Miami, Florida. She was originally from Ghana and still loved to go back home for business when it arises. Rachel Amuah was an entrepreneur who was into beauty products. She was trying to make a name for herself in the beauty industry. She had a lash business and some other businesses. She promoted weight loss programs. She was just out there trying to get the money.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachel. So you guys know that I gained a lot of weight a couple of years ago. I tried everything to lose that weight. Since most of you are always in my DMs asking me how I lost the weight, I want to tell you guys and show you guys how I went from this to that. This tea is actually the life changer right here. I was taking this tea every time, 3 times a day with my meals. Take working out really seriously. It suppresses your hunger, so you don't feel hungry all the time. You need to make sure that your body is getting the necessary food supplements, nutrients, and everything your body needs. I'm so proud of myself. I lost the weight because I'm so tired of waking up at dawn and frustrated because I don't know what to do. Let's get a ride in this body. Let's do it.
Rachel was in a relationship with a young man named Hader Rana, aged 24, who was someone that lived across the street from her. Though Hader described the 1-month relationship as just friends with benefit, they saw each other back and forth for a month until disaster struck. On May 6, 2021, Rachel and Hader went about their day. For Hader, he went out for a boat party with a lady who he has been pursuing a romantic relationship named Abby. This lady named Abby was a 26-year-old exotic dancer whom he had met at the King of Diamonds Club few days prior. After the boat party, Hader invited Abby to his apartment, which again was just across from Rachel's luxury apartment. After Abby arrived, she and Hader were cuddling and watching a movie together when they heard a slight knock on the door, but upon checking through the peephole, Hader saw no one, so he thought the sound was from the movie, so he went back to sit. Prior to the knock on the door, Hader had received 18 missed calls from Rachel. For obvious reasons, he decided to ignore those calls, which really aggravated Rachel. At around 1 a.m., after not getting a response from Hader, Rachel decided to go investigate why Hader was not picking her calls. Unknown to her, Hader was with his exotic dancer drinking, smoking pot, and watching television all this time. According to Hader, he started hearing some bangs on his door which kept on going continuously. Hader allegedly asked several times who was there and received no answer. He said, the moment he cracked the door open to see if there's someone hiding underneath the eye hole, the door gets kicked open, someone comes in, he takes one shot, resulting in the person falling on the ground. Rachel was shot once in the neck area. He claimed he shot in self-defense as he did not know it was her. Police were called to the scene. First responders found Rachel mortally wounded around 1:20 a.m. She was taken to a hospital in critical condition but succumbed to her injuries a short time later.
Also developing right now at noon, police investigating a deadly shooting at a high-rise building.
A woman was shot and killed earlier today. Local 10 News reporter Syra Anwar is live at the scene in Miami with the latest. Syra?
So Alexis and Christy, right now there's a lot that detectives are working to find out, but I can tell you this victim was a woman in her 30s. It happened around 1 a.m. and it all happened on the 7th floor of this residential building in downtown Miami. Police arriving to this building on Northeast 1st Avenue in downtown Miami around 1:20 a.m. A deadly shooting happening on the 7th floor.
Found that a woman apparently was unconscious and appeared to have been suffering from a gunshot wound to the neck area.
First responders rushed the woman to Jackson Memorial Hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The victim was in her 30s.
But right now we have one person that has been detained and another person, a possible witness, that we are questioning at this time.
Police say they don't yet know the motive behind this shooting.
Detectives are waiting for a warrant to be able to make their way inside the apartment to gather additional evidence.
Detectives say they're looking for surveillance video in the area and working to find out more about the victim.
We don't know if she was living here, but right now we do know that detectives are looking at the motive very closely.
So this building was not evacuated, but the area surrounding the shooting scene on the 7th floor has been cordoned off. We have been seeing people coming and going from the building, but right now police say there's no apparent threat to safety in this area.
Police arrested Hader because some of his stories were not consistent. The exotic dancer also said after hearing knocks several times during that night, he just went ahead, grabbed his gun, opened the door, and fired without speaking. Also, a medical examiner's report suggests that the authorities don't believe Rachel was trying to evade detection by crouching underneath the defendant's peephole. That's because the trajectory of the bullet indicates that the defendant shot when he was facing her, and the muzzle of the firearm had to be level with her neck wound. He was charged to court, but it has not been an easy case.
Shot and killed a woman at a Miami high-rise appearing in court today. 24-year-old Hader Rana, you see there, is charged with second-degree murder, but his attorneys claim he acted in self-defense. Now we're learning new details about the investigation. Crime specialist Bridget Matter joins us live from Miami with the very latest. Bridget.
Well, family is feeling a sense of relief. It's been more than a year since a woman was killed in this Miami high-rise behind me. Now, it was 18 months ago when police say that 24-year-old Hader Rana was the person that killed this woman. He's been charged with second-degree murder. Amuah was shot in the neck inside a Miami high-rise on Northeast 1st Avenue. She later died at the hospital. Now, in bond court, attorneys argued over the facts of the case. Lawyers say the victim called Rana 18 times before she went to his apartment. Rana was watching a movie with another woman when attorneys say Amuah knocked on the door and tried to barge in when Rana shot her.
Banging on the door multiple times at near 1 in the morning, where he's asking who's there, no answer. The moment he cracks the door open to see if there's someone hiding underneath the eye hole, the door gets kicked open and the assailant comes in. He takes one shot. The assailant falls.
Now, the suspect is expected to have an Arthur hearing. That is where his attorneys will ask for him to get a bond, where he'll pay an amount of money so he can spend pre-trial outside of jail.
Her mother has been vocal about this case and thinks something isn't right about the whole story.
Somebody had to allow you to go in that building. You can't just go in that building without you having a key or somebody allowing you to go in that. And that's when my son called me. He said, "No, the police said Mommy was shot last night."
Jonelle Jackson recounts the moment she received the devastating news her daughter, 26-year-old Mame Amuah, had been murdered.
I had just spoken to her that night because it was like 2 days to Mother's Day, and I have bought a ticket for us to go on the Mother's Day boat cruise.
On May 6, 2021, Amuah was found shot in the neck at the Caoba Apartments in downtown Miami. Jackson says her daughter had moved to South Florida at the start of the pandemic and had a bright future.
She had a clothing line. Yeah, she had a lashes line. She went to school for beautician.
The case is still ongoing after 1 year since the crime was committed. It has been a very delicate case to deal with, more especially because of the stand your ground law in Florida. There has been no conclusion to the case as at the time of making this video. We do hope Rachel gets the justice she deserves. Our sincere condolences to the friends and families of Rachel Amuah. May Rachel's memory be a blessing for her family and for all who knew her, and may her life and death be an inspiration and a turning point towards justice and increased protection for domestic abuse survivors. Please stay safe out there and see you guys in the next video.